We could see what the VI has to say.
Hey, Avina. Good to see you again.
Gateway to Andromeda. I'm Avina,
Did
a
we
virtual
fucking
intelligence
rip you
designed
from
to
the
assist
Citadel?
with Immigration.
Can you tell us where the welcome party is hiding?
I'm sorry. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations. Please select from the following pre-programmed responses.
What can you tell me about the Andromeda galaxy?
Here in Andromeda, you are over 2 million light-years away from the Milky Way galaxy. This is the furthest any life form has ever traveled outside our home system, making you a brave pioneer indeed. The Nexus itself is located in a region known as the Helios Cluster. Here, you and thousands of your fellow colonists will fulfill your dreams of settling a new home. Fortune awaits.
What is the Nexus?
The Nexus serves as the
Where you're
central hub
at.
for the Andromeda Initiative's colonization efforts. It is the first destination for all colonists upon their arrival in the new galaxy. Please enjoy the many venues the Nexus has to offer. As the station expands, it will one day serve as the seat of government for Milky Way colonists. Providing a safe, stable, and prosperous environment is our primary goal.
Not from the looks of it.
What year is it?
The current year is 2819. After spending over 600 years in stasis, it's normal to feel disoriented or confused upon arrival. Our helpful medical staff can assist with any physical or psychological after-effects you may be experiencing.
Well, she's got the date right, at least.
So where is everyone?
Immigration?
How does the immigration process work?
We ask that you submit to a brief medical exam to ensure your health and well-being after making such a long journey. Once you've been cleared, our colonization experts will assist you in finding your new home. Please be mindful of the queue. Thousands of eager colonists like you are waiting to begin their new life in Andromeda.
Where? Place is deserted.
Where do colonists live?
Once you've cleared immigration, our helpful staff will assist you in choosing the home world of your dreams. Will it be the tropical paradise of Habitat 7? The gentle rolling hills of Habitat 3, or perhaps the mysterious twilight world of Habitat 5. Whichever you choose, rest assured our Pathfinders have carefully vetted all colony worlds to ensure your security and prosperity.
Oh boy.
Habitat 7. That's where we landed. She's way out of date.
Has anyone else been there aside from us?
Please see one of our helpful immigration staff for further assistance. And welcome to your new home in Andromeda, where the brightest star is you. Current wait time for immigration processing is unknown error.
Right. That was helpful.
It was something.
Plants are still alive.
It's like they didn't finish building it.
We established that earlier when we were pulling up and we saw that it wasn't fully built.
There's a guy. Maybe he's got champagne.
Liam, get the fuck up.
Let's talk to the...
Enough with the champagne, dude.
We're from Ark Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an arc?
Yes.
Yeah, we just got in.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
But we thought you were all dead.
What?
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or... But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
I don't believe it.
Oh, hey, Turian.
I'm Tyrion Kandros. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
I'm Scott Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an Ark had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
But aren't you expecting us?
You're the first Ark we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center.
Speaking of ops, the aliens. Not you, the new
Our
aliens.
plan has. We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Are things back to normal?
No.
Not even close.
Clearly not, Cora.
But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
Shit, we're back to
No
normal.
word
This
from the
stuff
other
would be working
Pathfinders?
properly, right?
No word from anyone, period.
Any threats from the locals?
So far, we've stayed hidden. We're in no shape to deal with an attack.
We had a first contact situation on Habitat 7. Whole thing went south. They tried to kill us.
That wasn't first contact. We know about them. Those aliens are gonna
They
be
were
a
our
real
first
problem.
contact.
This day just keeps getting better.
We're here.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true?
They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
Docking procedures are green across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
Hey, Krogan. And Solarian.
The crew of the Hyperion.
Good luck.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
We've heard about what happened, and we're ready to help.
We could use any supplies you have. Food, water, we're short on everything.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at him.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead.
You're not Gian Garson. You don't see me complaining.
Alec is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
It doesn't matter if I'm up to the task. I gotta do it, don't I?
You're in trouble here. I'd say you need any help you can get.
We need qualified help.
That's no way to treat a guest. I'm Nak Morkesh, superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
You don't have much of a choice in the
At least
moment.
the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
It's too late to go back now on my situation. What, you don't want me to do anything
We're all
then?
feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
She's my second, I guess.
Welcome to the Nexus.
Thank you for standing up for me there.
Handshake?
Hope's in short supply
No.
here. What little we can find should have a chance.
Ma'am,
to
the
bloom.
Hyperion's core is now online.
Let me show you something. An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out?
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
Do I have to go to him immediately?
No, it isn't what we wanted, but what
good to
choice
have
do
you
we
here.
have? How the hell should I know?
Excellent. Let's go over the
Spender,
document
you have
checklist,
a
shall
job.
we?
If you want to keep it, do it. God damn it.
Hi.
All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now,
What
I
does
just
that
want
even
to know
mean?
what happened with Alec.
I don't want to get into it. Things went wrong. And now I'm the one you have to deal with.
Alec Ryder wouldn't accept that kind of ultimatum. Damned if I will. We'd never have left home if we...
Look,
Not
I didn't choose for
home.
him to die.
The Milky Way.
He chose
This
to
is all-
die.
This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder.
Yeah, even if I were to
Maybe
go and
you'll
explain
prove
the whole
your father
situation, like we
After 14 months
got
of
blown
failed
off
colonization,
of
forgive me if I don't
off
hold
a
my breath.
structure, and my mask got blown out, and he decided for reasons that I cannot understand to only let me have the helmet.
You called my father
Look,
Alec.
he's dead. We can't
No
change
one does
that. You
A
have
lot
to
of
deal
us
with me.
joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
Well, if it means anything to you, I'm not really a big fan of Tan either. He's kind of a bag of dicks, but
There must be some kind
we'll
of
leave
plan
that for later on.
encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect.
Why? Hang on a
We're
minute. Why
nothing
would we
until we're
not
Bacteria. Sorry.
Why would we
14
not
months and you
expect
stoop to poetry. That's how bad
resistance
it is.
to our presence?
Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make
Civilian
history,
initiative
Ryder,
where we
not
have
repeat it.
soldiers
Ugh,
and weapons
goddamn
and
poetry.
like whatever. I don't know why you would be uncomfortable with having a military presence in a foreign galaxy that we know has a hostile presence.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
Oh, so you did know, so why'd you ask me?
In over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus a citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
Alright, I guess I'll talk to you later.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you.
For the record,
Prove me
Jan
wrong.
Garson promised a lot. I don't see you shitting on her. Why is it all my problem, huh? Go talk to Kandros. See what he has to say right now. Maybe while we're at it, find a shop. We can offload some stuff that we have, because we don't need all this. We're a bit... oh, shit. Lieutenant, based on Seth's reports, 16C, it seems we're no closer to gaining a foothold in any sector. Without decent recon and greater intel on this enemy, starting to sink, our efforts are futile, the risk involved in continued loss of resources and lives makes it hard to justify. With morale this low, we need to scale down expectations again. Kandros. Or Liam. You guys got a shop anywhere I can make use of? Might be a silly question considering the current state of affairs, but I got shit I don't need. There we go. Anything above a 5, I mean, anything below a 5 can go. Okay, now what about this nonsense? So I never use these. Okay, well there we go. We got that all. We got our inventory dropped down to half.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try.
No, they do.
Anyway,
No, they will.
Militia
They will.
HQ.
I remember that much.
This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate
I'll
when the
assume
Thanos
there is
was
no word
destroyed,
because they can't
others
find it.
that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. but it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious
Yeah, but they only
firepower,
work in
my agents
multiplayer.
are
We're not
available.
playing multiplayer. We can't play
I
multiplayer
can
either.
give
That's
you
pretty sure
authority
they
to
shut those
first.
servers down.
Cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations.
The name sounds familiar. I just don't
My
remember.
sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate.
Oh,
one
no,
day.
there we go.
Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure?
Now, Irene's the one that got blown up in the
Garrison's
Omega
dream was so
DLC.
grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
All right, Liam. I'll talk to you later.
Just wrong. Just wrong.
Pathfinder, no time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is, let's call it strained.
I can believe it. The Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Ket are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just... a lot.
As long as the
Yeah,
Nexus
dude,
is
just
here,
don't-
as long as
just-
we're here,
Don't stay out of my
job
way.
to do.
You can tag along until I don't need you anymore.
I can do
Okay.
that. We can do that.
Trust me. Eventually, you will be replaced by the two NPCs I do like.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Hi, Cash.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot.
Mostly just Addison. Haven't talked
At least
to
with the Hyperion
Tan
hooked up
yet.
and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, was killed.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
AKA, a lot to worry about.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
And then why are you here?
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both
Yeah, I guess the
need
Krogans don't need a voice here at the station. I get that. So the genophage. That's still a thing, because you left before we cured it.
With the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was
No,
starting to show
there is,
mutation
but
against
you
the
weren't around
virus.
for it.
A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Alright, talk to you later.
Nothing more for now.
Gotta go talk to Tan and then call it a night. Because then we'll be at 2 hours. These are gonna be 30-minute videos this playthrough, so we can maybe not have a super long playlist, but I am kind of tired, so I don't want to go on super late tonight. But we'll do what we can to get some footage, you know,
Habitat
to
7.
get more
It
footage
wasn't
later
even
on.
Close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
I thought I didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Alright, well just tell me where to go.
Just point
Give
to
me
my
the
ship
direction,
and
I'll go make it happen.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that. Ah!
Something wrong?
Headache.
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Before we leave, let's just finish talking to you, I guess.
You have my condolences for your father.
Thank you. You're the first one to say that.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human arc. We'll find them.
We have to. Tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've
That
all
we
left
know
home
of.
in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning.
You guys were,
We are
a
the bravest
secret,
souls each species has to offer.
secret
hope the
projects, if for all we
Nexus
know,
will
someone
serve
else
as a
did it before you
seed of
guys that
government
were
for us all.
just as secret.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Jean Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Well, debatable.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix.
Oh my god, space
Solarian
racism
mankind
still.
tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Dude, new fresh start, remember?
Why don't you like the Crow?
Enough with the space
It's
racism.
common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I
You're also Solarian, by the way. You're not gonna live that long.
saw my chance to try the path. Not
Yeah, what? I don't know how old you are right now, but don't Solarians
foot on new worlds,
cap out at
my
around like
authority
40?
Can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry. So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian
How?
is dead.
I know you guys weren't expecting it, but how did the Citadel and the Hyperion both drive right into it?
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Kandros mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
They all used to be one of yours.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. They're muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
AKA never. They're not in the game.
Consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the Cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Hooray!
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Talk to you later, I guess.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
Bye. Here, we'll stop. It's a nice view of this. Alright, I get it. We have side missions to worry about. We'll worry about that later on, okay? For now... Oh, hey, it's Bender. For now, we're going to save. And we'll call it a night here, because it is currently 2:44 a.m. And like I said earlier, I need to throw some clothes in the laundry, maybe start on a little bit of homework, and then go to bed. So guys, this has been the start. I can't say we've made any real progress, because all we did was really get through the prologue of the game. But when we come back to play more of this, we will definitely do a lot longer than just 2 hours. And we will do our best to make some real progress. Because we're going to be at this for quite a while. If what we saw from the original save file of 70 hours is any indication, we're going to be here for quite a while. So we got to do our best to try and, get as much done as we can. But that's a matter for later on. Tomorrow, I may or may not record more. Not this. Record more Silent Hill. We might record more Silent Hill tomorrow. Really depends on how I feel when I get home. But, yeah. Coming up real soon. Like I said earlier, we won't have any more... Well, I won't have any more, in-person classes. It's gonna be all, externship stuff. And since my current job is a, approved externship site, it just means I gotta keep working as I always do. So I'll have a bit more room to get away with recording, because that means I don't need to be up early in the morning anymore, because I don't work mornings. But yeah, we'll see how things shape up as time goes by. We'll see how things fall into place. But for now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I will see you guys all later on. I hope you guys are excited to get into this game, and if not, I hope you guys are excited to see me suffer. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and I will talk to you guys all later. So until next time, I hope you all have a great day, have a great night, Hope y'all get plenty of sleep, plan to eat, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.